either way they went with it, I think there's a lot of value as the game goes later that they actually have a significant amount of late game because of that.
Screen is PGG's brother, so.
Oh, is that it? What? No. Okay. Jesus. Don't troll me like that. I thought you knew something I didn't. How dare you?
No, I always because he was always like following PGG around on the teams M5 and Screen Squad and stuff like that, and they were always like tied together. But I don't know. There's a certain connection in play style and maybe mentality, you know, between the two players.
Miracle's feeling pretty confident about this matchup, though. You see that? It goes for them a Necromastery level 1 guaranteed. I mean, it's usually the way SFs play it right now. Like we used to see shuttle races being picked up, but that's no longer the case. The problem's going to be if he feels this early pressure and he gets shut down as Scream makes his rotation. They get an early first blood. Lisa, is that tower hit? Ooh, 8 HP. Barely lives there.
We've seen this before. We've seen Miracle go 1-6 and still outfarm people and win the game.
Yeah, their match against Complexity last night. Yeah, that was. Fly, he's actually in some serious trouble because he's going to be slowed down by Screen. If they get some good body blocking in, I think Fly may actually die. Screen, you got to get ahead of Fly somehow. Not going to get there. He will have another void, though. Exotic Deer's trying to catch up. They'll just get more damage. Exotic Deer, why did you hit him? Oh, man, if he didn't hit the Spirit Breaker and Screen gets in front of the Undying and body blocks him, I think they get that kill.
I'm sending it back pretty hard, but again, we've seen Moonmeander and Fly play this lane so perfectly before. They get tons of regen initially, you know, Clarity, Salves, and a bunch of tangos. They don't pull anything towards Miracle from these guys. They pull a lot from their safe lane towards the mid. Speaking of safe lane, Nisha's getting up at the face of Crit, who's gone Poison Touch level 1. That's going to slow and do a decent amount of damage to Nisha, but he wants a chunk of this Dazzle.
Nisha, you got to be careful with this one. One hit, and he gets it. The help of the melee creep, No-Tail actually goes into a level of Drunken Haze, but no clap. Why did he go Drunken Haze? Did he have that before they went for the engagement? Because he has a Mango. In that scenario, if he has a clap when they're going onto the Slardar, I mean, at the very least, maybe they kill the Slardar, but at the very least, the Slardar doesn't feel confident enough to go for the kill on the Dazzle. That's for sure. That was pretty weird.
There's an issue with our audio, apparently.
What?
Let's see.
Is Twitch chat trolling us?
No. They were talking about it last game as well, but it only happened for like a minute or something, where we go into robot mode.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Sometimes things just break. Huh. Hey, chat, let us know if it was on one. This will help us identify for later.
Apparently it's just for me. It goes a bit crackly.
Yeah, okay. We'll get our tech guy to look at some stuff. Needs to fix the music channel anyway.
I'm fat, I'm sitting on the cable or something, you know, breaking stuff. Just ruining the studio bit by bit.
You know, I think that's me. I think I break things. Moonmeander doesn't have a charge yet. He's probably not going to be forced to use it. He'll just tank some of the damage. That's fine. They're doing all right. Like, this dual offlane seems to be moderately successful. They're getting the Spirit Breaker levels and everything. Miracle is being pushed back continuously, though, by the rotations, the Winter Wide. And Nisha's doing quite well at the bottom lane. Obviously, he got that kill on the Dazzle. That bumps him up quite a bit. But it's not a lane that, unless he dies, he's not going to be pushed out. Oh, man, Moonmeander, keep going, Exotic Deer, again!
He's got the passive or the Empowering Haste anyway.
And Exotic Deer almost dies to the tower.
The catapult's going to hit him, though. And he's got the tanker regen going, he's fine.
That's twice now. I feel like that if they played it slightly different, they get a kill. And that's really significant because the Spirit Breaker is getting a lot of levels out of this lane. So he's actually worth a lot more experience-wise. Like, then you could have your Razor to level 4 all of a sudden and be on even terms with the Spirit Breaker that, you know, dual lane against you.
And with the Dire blocking up this large camp for Miracle, if they kill him over and over again, he's not going to have that way to get back in. And actually, pinging out.
Oh, nice Shackle Shot. Screen's going to come in as well, but they don't even need him. That was just excellent. execution there from ATN, and they've proved, I mean, these polls, they've actually proved in the past that they're one of the stronger teams that your average Dota watcher hasn't heard of. And they're kind of proving it right now. I mean, 3-0, it's not massive, and Monkey Business will still have a really strong mid game that they can perhaps capitalize off of with the Brewmaster, but
it's 3-0. They're winning all lanes pretty much. Screen finds crit down in the Raging Jungle, TPs himself.
Oh man,
because Nisha can't stun. But yeah, they're winning lanes and they're stacking the jungle, creating a bank for themselves later on. They've limited how much Miracle can farm by warding up his jungle and getting up in his face. Every step has been a really good sort of bridge forward for ATN, not just for now, but when it hits like 15 minutes in, when the Brewmaster is going to get blink and start jumping around.
Right.
I think Team Alternate will have their blinks. They'll have a mech maybe on the Razor, even though we've seen a lot of S and Y from him recently, from Fata in the mid lane. I think mech is good here. Just the fact that you want to fight. And you've got enough damage from, amp damage, focus fire, and this Night Stalker does provide you a decent amount as well. Speaking of Night Stalker, is that his bottle? No, it's the Razor's. I was wondering for a second, how farmed is he? Bloody hell.
Maybe if they'd gotten those kills earlier, he would actually have that bottle for himself. And that's a lot really valuable on a Night Stalker 4 position because you roam so much, especially once it turns nighttime. He's going to give them a laning ward. It hasn't been spotted out. No. Meanwhile, bottom lane, oh, they got crit. Supreme actually wanders into the jungle, actually catches the Dazzle, and frees up a bit more room for Nisha to operate. No tail. Just going to get a bit of damage. Oh, he's actually going to go for the kill here. Wow. He feels really confident. It looks like he got him, too. Because now, the sprint, it's still up for a little bit longer. He does have the stun as well to stop the Fire Panda, but they still have that Stone Panda with another stun. If he gets into the trees and hides himself, no, he gets hit by the stun. And now a clap. No Tail does get the kill. Very nicely played. That was No Tail operating at max efficiency with that Brewmaster. He hits the clap, he dodges a stun, he gets the Cyclone for the right amount of time, and he gets that secondary stun. That was so well played.
That was such a nuanced play, honestly. Yeah. Very, very few players actually pull that off. And, a little bit lucky for No Tail to find the vision there with the final boulder toss, but oh boy, No Tail. Sneaky little kill there. Now, Wind Ranger's actually gone back into the jungle to farm through the stacks that were built up for us. So, again, Team Alternate, they lose one hero down a bot lane, the Slaughter, it's fine. They're giving Winter Wyvern plenty of levels, and this is something that a lot of teams recently have really been suffering with. It's TP to top, Exotic Deer is caught up with that.
And Elithos is now TPing underneath a Tombstone. That's not going to be a great position for him. He still has the Cold Embrace with Moonmeander taking so much of the damage. Charge passes off the aggro, and Elithos is now going to be stuck against Fly. Should be dying here unless Screen can actually provide the turnaround here. Fly does have a Mango, so maybe he can actually survive through this via Decay and a Soul Rip. We'll see. Screen has another Void up in a second here. Fly, oh, he's trying to heal up through it, but it looks like Screen will be able to finish him off as there's just not enough mana at the end. Daytime, don't tell me Fly's gonna live because of that one ring around the rosy. Screen tries to catch up, but he's gonna be caught by the Razor eventually, so he does end up dying. What happened to Mr. Spiritbreaker?
He died to the tower hits.
Oh, okay.
He went past the tower into these trees, but he got killed off.
Okay, I just thought I was like, oh, he's going to TP out, but...
Crit nearly got soloed down the bottom lane as well. So while that was all happening up the top, Nisha was just running down the Dazzle. And knowing the primal split's down for another 25-30 seconds when he was running in there, he could actually try going on No Tail here.
Yeah, I think the miss percentage chance is keeping him at bay. He doesn't want to challenge No Tail just because of that. Between the drunken hate. No, come on, stop doing that. Razor dies again. Moon Meander, yeah, I did level 6, so that's why. Screen will get some solo time underneath this tower unless he dives here. Turns around, Screen trying to slow down these heroes. He's already dropping quite low. Has some magic stick charges to operate on, and with the TP in, they're going to be forced back. Nisha doesn't actually have the mana to work around, so he's not going to go for the chase.
Charge mid.
Mid lane, though, they're going to go for this one. No Tail's trying to catch up with the clap.
This is deep. This is super deep.
Yeah, this is really... Moonmeander's at half HP, too. No Tail comes forward, gets the clap. Elithos is going to be caught by this one. They pop the ultimate, and that's why they feel confident enough going for this. Looks like the Winter Wyvern's just going to die here, as can't really get out of this situation against the Fire Panda.
Fly.
Nicely played by No-Tail once again.
Top rune spot.
They get a little bit of heal. Shallow Grave goes out. They will challenge Fly enough and should be able to get this kill eventually with a Void or not. Nisha doesn't want to commit to this one because Moon Meander's actually charging them up. Screen goes down and Fly's going to be able to survive. Moon Meander's probably going to be fine as well. The power shot actually does land on him. And Supreme, all these low HP heroes, but No-Tail's coming in from the side. Nisha has to stay ahead of that one. Shackle shot on a Miracle. Win running away and actually gets ahead of the clap, fortunately.
Korea. No-Tail.
No-Tail getting out. No stun available. They can't stop him. And everyone else from Monkey Business actually escapes. And this is what we're kind of talking about. Monkey Business, even if they do, they just know early aggression really well. So even if they lose out on like the laning phase, in certain situations, they're still able to come back through the first couple of rotations. They're just very efficient in that regard.
Yeah, you look at it. The Wind Ranger got a free lane mid, pretty much. 2 kills, 1 assist. Got a quad or quint stack over in the jungle, and is only 100 gold, or even less, 60 gold, ahead of the Shadow Fiend right now. Miracle, who on the reverse side of the coin got shut down, 2 deaths, had no jungle to stack up, has just made full use of his time, efficiently going from medium camp to lane and back again, and now getting his name up on the board with a kill. He's heading into the mech as quickly as he possibly can, and have we seen what the Raze is actually buying into yet? Treads bottle so far, so not actually deciding. But he's going to decide his own fate. He's probably going to go down here actually with the bashes coming out of Moon.
And bottom lane, No-Tail's actually really low. Nisha trying to commit to that one. They do have the Shallow Grave. No-Tail doesn't have his ultimate, so he'll go down eventually here with a little bit of burn damage. There's a heal out. Now the ultimate goes out for the SF. No-Tail surviving until finally right clicks come in. Nisha, he knows he's dead. He tries to go for this stun onto Miracle, but can't quite get it. Double kill though, and it's well worth Monkey Business's death of No-Tail and the Dazzle from Miracle. Now getting that double kill and being much farther ahead of the Wind Ranger.
Miles ahead. And I want to kill her off. Trying to know what she's getting now as well. No TP's coming in though, it's just Moon Meander alone. Trying to bash away. He's getting some serious RNG luck here with his bashes though.
Yeah, he really is.
They need level 6 on this Winter Wyvern, like, desperately. That's their sort of counter-initiation play to try and get the Winter's Curse and kill off the Tombstone. You know, we used to see Naga Song and things like that, just Global Silence even, just to reset the fight a little bit, kill Tombstone, and then focus on what you do next.
Charge on through. Screen is going to be hit by this one with a double damage. Double TP's in, though. And now Moon Meander's actually going to be slowed down. Nisha will catch him. Moon Meander's not going to be able to dodge this stun. And he will be going down. Nice turnaround there.
Yeah, nice bit of gold for Nisha as well. Gives him 300 and puts him closer to that Blink dagger.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No-Tail. He's 200 away from his Blink as well. So Arcane's Blink. And then they've got that heal bomb. And jump in with the clap final split, the mech, the sustain, and that shot away from Dazzle. They've got tons of physical damage actually here onto ATN. Who...
Oh yeah, the Dazzle's stronger now with Brewmaster than he used to be, right? Because you can now target magic immune units. So that's actually a nice little bump up to this duo. Clear through the creeps. No-Tail will actually pop his ultimate here and commit onto Supreme. They do have a cold embrace. And they just tornado him up in order to take the tower. No-Tail, there's no way he's going to get this kill, is he? Moon Meander comes in. They have the wind run still. The nuke damage. Nobody gets the bash once again. Oh, no. The Winter's Curse comes in. It's a bit too late. Miracle will be able to survive for the time being. Screen's moving forward, but this is still Monkey Business in a great position with Moon Meander threatening out Leestock to get another cold embrace. He'll survive through that charge, but a nuke comes in from Miracle, and that prompts the double kill. Moon Meander trying to get out. 5 more seconds until he can charge himself away. He knows he needs to hide himself in the trees, but the amplified damage allows Exotic Deer with that extra 168 damage that he's racked up to be able to get the kill. Nisha running right into No-Tail here, and he gets off the stun, but that's it. He immediately dies to the burst damage. Once again, Miracle claims another kill, and now he's 2,500 gold ahead, 50% of the net worth ahead of Supreme.
They can kill off more here. No-Tail has his Blink. I think they spotted Screen or knew he was sort of lurking down at bottom lane, and they're going to wrap in around on him. He's got no TP. And here come the TPs, yeah. Spirit Breaker will come in. Screen's dead here.
Yeah, he doesn't have maxed out Hunter in the Night, so there's not even a chance that if he lives through this burst, that he's able to run himself away, because he just doesn't have enough movement speed.
And Miracle, are you serious now? 8,000 net worth up on him.
Yeah, he's absurdly.
He's gone from 0-0 with 1,000 gold behind the Wind Ranger to being miles ahead. Absolutely miles ahead.
Yeah, 6-2-0. 6 kills in a row. That'll do it for you. Looks like he's actually going the SNY build. So that's kind of interesting. Nisha trying to go for the deny. Oh, doesn't get it. Wind Ranger.
Charge, another strike, raises. It's all here for Monkey Business as they just start piling on the pressure. Grouping up as 4.
Get a lucky bash, Nisha. He really needs this. Nah, he's not going to get it. Now he has to back out. There's too many creeps. He can't play around the Shadow Wave. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, they're actually going to go for this one. Miracle's going to be the target with the Winter's Curse, but it's still not enough damage to get the heal off of the back. Miracle is going to die as Nisha comes in, but the explosion, the charge through, bounces back the rest of ATN. Exotic Deer stuck underneath his tombstone, and ATN, they had such a great start, but now they're going to be 1 for 4, 1 for 5 wiped.
Moon Meander was charging that Bloody Spirit at the Slardar. He got like up to here. The Slardar TP'd and then he just came rampaging through.
What a great time to come back.
Charged through the middle, 3 of them with a tombstone down as well. Perfect stuff for Monkey Business. And the one thing is they don't really have, well, without the Shadow Fiend, a great way of going to take out Roshan in situations like this. You know, the Dazzle has Medallion, but he's up at top. There's just going to be trying to put as much pressure as you can onto that tier 1 or tier 2 towards the middle lane. But no tail. We saw him do this the other day when he played Brewmaster. Go back for the Midas after the blink, and then decide where you want to go into after that. Let's get your levels up. Get to level 16. Get into your aura items as well.
Whatever happened to the Aghanim Scepter? It's still really valuable, isn't it?
It was always one of those items where if you got it at like 17, 18 minutes, then it gives you a good 10 minutes of really solid strength in the team fights. But if you get it past 20 minutes, it's just that it's like the gold expenditure for how much actual value you get from the item. If you're spending 4,200 gold on an item which gives you really solid strength for 5 or 6 minutes and maybe wins you 2 team fights, maybe the Vlad's or the AC or the Shiva's Guard or the Midas gives you a lot more actual long-term value than the Aghanim's does.
Yeah,
it's all about timing, I think. Player preference comes into it a little bit as well. Some people just don't like it because it adds that extra hassle in team fights to micro through them all.
Yeah, if you're not effective at microwave, not able to really utilize that extra advantage, then not much point. The tier 1 for tier 1 trade-off, or not. Moon Meander's going to put a stop to that one with a charge in. Nice stop by Screen and double stop. That was really good timing. He's going to try and TP out, and he gets out. No tail, micros it, and does manage to stop Exotic Deer, but maybe not. Winter's Kiss gets laid out. Exotic Deer, he will be able to get off the mech, and it looks like he may survive as they finish off the Spirit Breaker nice and easy. Exotic Deer turning around for that one, may end up getting him killed, though. The Cold Embrace keeps them alive. The nuke damage is enough, though, and now they're going to look for Supreme, slowing him down. No tail. Does have Screen on his tail, trying to slow him out. Shackle shot, double stun. Can they go for no tail here? Looks like they'll burst him down. And Fly, well, they still have Miracle to go back on, so they have to play careful around this one, especially as it is daytime still. Fly's going to be target, see if they can get that one pick off. They do get the stun. Miracle not getting the mech off in time. Now Crit actually is 1 turns to 2, 2 to 3. Triple raise, almost going out. Miracle actually gets interrupted there on the last raise. He's going to go for Nisha here, but stunned up first. And Nisha will be able to get a range with a Shackle Shot now on a Miracle. They're going to commit to this one. Miracle's shallow grave, though, and he'll turn things around. His races are ready to go. And ATN very smartly getting out at the right time. They pushed that advantage as far as they could before overstepping.
That grave was available for so long for Crit. He was like holding onto it, and you could tell the call was coming from Miracle. I'm gonna mech. And this came a little bit too late. You're not able to save their teammates. But team alternate, that started off with a little bit of overlap with Shackle Shot and the Winter's Curse, but from there on out, it just worked perfectly for them. Slardar with a Blink Dagger, now getting himself up to close to his 4 staff. This level 2 amplified damage is so good. Up against heroes like Spirit Breaker, even the Dazzle, He's got the Weave, he's got the Medallion. Getting that armor down. What is it at level 2? The 15? 15 armor reduction is 10, 15, crazy. 20.
Heroes like even SF are left with very little armor after an amp charge. They're going to go for the Winter Wyvern here, preventing this Winter's Curse, stopping the charge in order to get off the ultimate for the guaranteed kill. Now the turnaround Nisha gets away, so they'll take a tier 2 too. And they haven't taken a single tier 1. ATN, they've been focused a lot on fighting monkey business, but as a result, they keep, barely missing out on these fights. They lose it either barely or they barely win it.
Where is
and they
Moon
haven't
Moon
been able
going?
to take objectives because of it. I have no idea. Maybe he just wanted to get up to the top lane to push.
Who's charging this Night Stalker?
Yeah.
Into Roshan they go.
That's an interesting one.
Guess with Medallion and crits and hits out from No Tail. And now Shadow Fiend joins the party, so yeah, they should be able to take this one out. Reaction? Oh, it's coming in from alternate, but it's just, is it too late? Looks like it with Moon Meander charging across, and they've got full vision of them coming in. The Radiant Orb's up on the high ground. We'll see the smoke as well.
Moon is actively zoning them in order to make sure that Roshan and Toes go to favor of monkey business. And smoke not really working out. A monkey business, no, obviously, with smoke seeing the electricity coming out from the Razor. And they will complete the Vlads fairly soon on No Tail.
We've got Axe Wind Ranger. I don't think this is a point where Monkey Business can really force high ground. Against Winter's Curse and the app damage, it's just a little bit too risky. They really want a team fight, like at the top tier 2 would be perfect for them. But they've got lots of room to chase and really split themselves up, like have a Brewmaster here, a Shadow Fiend here, and just have this like concave of heroes around the tier 2 so there's no big Winter's Curse target. Oh, got Miracle, Requiem.
Oh, Nisha is just going to get popped. Nice blink out from Miracle. Now he's going to turn on the screen with the help of Moon Meander. They'll get that extra kill. And what was once a position where they're like, okay, we're controlling the map, go back and farm. Now they can actually push uphill with those 2 heroes dead. And they're right in front of the base already. And Exotic Deer, maybe he's going to go down as well if they get the right Sage proc. Nope, they don't get it. 4 different hits. That had been a first hit Sage proc. You slide on the Razor enough, I think you actually get that kill. Or at the very least, you commit for it.
Dire's middle tower is
Oh, No Tail catching the Winter Wyvern, getting some damage out on him. They're spending a lot of focus making sure that Winter Wyvern doesn't get good Winter's Curses. Now the Brewmaster ultimate goes out, and this is just going to prevent ATM from stopping this tier 3 from going down.
Dire's middle
Can they actually stop it? They can't get in position for... Okay, Winter's Curse is coming now.
And they're left with no Brewlings left. Now the ultimate's completely down. No Tail just gets the clap and bounces out. This will leave the Tombstone as gold for ATN, but well worth the bounty of a tier 3 tower.
And then a split push comes. Now where does alternate farm from here? Because they need their next tier of items. Oh god, the blink! No! Miracle dodges it! Quick on the fingers and Nisha. He gets juked. Team Alternate need their next tier of items. You know, they need the damage for the Wind Ranger after Ags. They need the Force Staff done for the Slardar just to give him that extra mobility. And the BKB, I guess, for the Razor, not the SNY. But all these items are really vital for them to win these team fights. They need to tank up, and they need the damage desperately, because they've got control. They've got stuns, they've got Winter's Curse, they've got shackle shots and all that stuff to throw out. But if they don't have the actual damage output to kill off someone like the Undying, the Spirit Breaker, the Dazzle, I think the Brewmaster, it's going to be incredibly tough to actually kill him before he gets Primal Split unless you throw everything at him. So that's just going to be inevitable that he will get split off. So it's really focusing on the supports, the sustain heroes in the back, Undying and Dazzle. And you try and look to take down before they get the Grave or Tombstone out. But look at that. Moon Meander with a Lotus Orb first item.
Yeah.
Bounce back, Winter's Curse, Shackle, Power, not Power Shot, Amplify damage.
Yeah, removes amplify damage with the debuff.
Oh yeah.
I really like that part of it. I think it's so good versus Slardar.
Radiant's bottom
that reason
tower
alone.
is under attack.
Miracle? Okay, you found the Winter Wyvern with a charge. Easily get that kill. And now they're going to go uphill. 30 seconds left with Winter Wyvern unless he buys back. And that's exactly where they're going to go for here. But Solar Crest jump in. Whoa, they're actually going to go for Supreme here. Get the Cyclone onto him. Zone out the rest of the heroes while once again they go for the melee racks. You know, if they had a BKB, they could actually make the kind of Cyclone ultimate play for the SF. Requiem onto somebody that's Cyclone. That would be insanely good combination. Give him the Lotus Orb. Shackle shot right onto Supreme. That is so good. Now the Winter's Curse actually catches 4, but the targeting is just not quite there. ATN don't have the damage yet.
No damage.
They bounce back Exotic Deer. He's only stolen a pittance. Now this stun goes out from Nisha, stalling things up a little bit, but it's Exotic Deer who's still going to fall as Moon Meander just beats him to a pulp. Miracle looking next up. Buyback there from the Razor. Turn around, finish off that melee rack, and maybe back out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think they can hold
They
it.
still have the buyback on the Wind Ranger if they really want to be able to hold this one, but Screen, he's going to lose his life. The Cold Embrace can save him, and the magic damage is still enough, and it seems like that buyback wasn't really worth it, as they're going to take the mid lane of racks anyway.
And with the Weave racking up their armor now as well, level 2 Weave in fact, they can look to dive pretty deep. There's Nisha, yeah. Get your crush ready, because you're going to need it.
Yeah, they really need to catch something here. They lost too much this early on into the game. Comeback is going to be really tough, especially since they don't have good farming heroes. Razor isn't particularly strong at that. Slardar is mediocre at best. Wind Ranger's alright with Power Shot, but not going to be the same kind of power that a Brewmaster with Midas and an SF with total free farm. I mean, he's got the whole entire map to work with at this point.
So Devil's Advocate here. Team Alternate. If they can win a couple of team fights, like if they go and smoke right now and they kill the Shadow Fiend, take him out of the picture, and actually go and take a tier 1. They've taken the one at mid. There's still gold waiting to be collected here. They've got the Wind Ranger top. If the rest of them go and actually smoke up, could they catch someone? Probably. But look at the positioning from Monkey Business. They just won't allow it. Butterfly's done. They don't care if they lose a tier 1 at top. They know that the way back into the game for Team Alternate is to split push and then potentially find a pick-off elsewhere.
Yeah.
So they go straight into the jugular for the tier 3 down the bottom lane.
Yeah, might as well. See if it works out. Nisha blinks back in, goes for Miracle. The clap is the response. Winter's Curse doesn't actually catch the Brewmaster, which means that Miracle's going to be able to get away with little damage done. And the Brewmaster starts controlling the rest of ATN. Miracle comes forward, lets loose that ultimate. That's going to be damage reduction onto 4. And Exotic Deer looks like he's going to be bursted down. Shackle Shot doesn't latch to anything. They do get the Cold Embrace. Exotic Deer, 1 raise, 2 raise, and they are able to bring him down. Now Screen the next target. Bounce back by Moon Meander. He's done for, and that's it. ATN call it 27-minute GG after what was a good start. I
definitely.
mean, they actually had, 3 kills on the board, but Monkey Business, you could see the experience of this team.
Never give up, never surrender.
Yeah, they're willing to, and I really like the fact that they're not that dependent on Miracle. It's twice now that we've seen a lower tier team try and challenge Monkey Business by shutting down Miracle and putting a lot of focus on him, and Monkey Business still see the end game, which is you're focusing a lot of resources on shutting down a hero that can come back pretty easily. The SF,
Yeah.
like you can only ward out his jungle and gank him so much. There's still going to be a comeback available.
That's one of the great things about having such active players on active heroes, right? The Spirit Breaker, Undying, Brewmaster, they all hit one of their peaks very early on, like 12 minutes in. When you hit level 6 on Spirit Breaker, you've got maybe Tread's Urn, Brewmaster with his Blink Dagger, you're jumping around fighting. And during that time, Miracle